This is my 740 Xi. It has the B58. It's a 2017. We are going to be installing this downpipe right here. So we're going to go through on how to do that. You're going to want to start by taking off this cover, which is just little clips that pull up, and this all comes off. And then you're going to want to use your reverse E Torx. It's a 16 here and a normal 16 here. And we're going to take this off and get this off to get to all of this. Now that you got the bar out of the way, you're going to use your T20 driver and take off all the little screws. And there's one back here. I missed it and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't coming off, but there's one right there as well. And then that just pops out of the way. And then it's time to get the rest of it out. Once you get the air filter out, everything else is pretty much simple. Now you're going to want to use a hose pick and get your inlet pipe disconnected from the air intake box piping, and it should just wiggle off. And now that once you got that off, it just pulls out. Fairly simple. And now we got a lot more room to access that area. As you can see there's a whole bunch of room, and now we got that all out and taken care of. The downpipe is right there, so there's a clamp on top here and some O2 sensors that we have to take care of to get that pipe out. There's also two little nuts there. Is both the sensors. I make sure you label those so they go back into the right spot and you don't get them mixed up when you install it after getting everything swapped over. Now we got the pipe out, which is kind of a pain. There are two little nuts up there. I just ended up getting them from the bottom. They're both 13 millimeters. And it's just use a long-headed ratchet, and it came off. The bottom, by the way, that bottom clamp, it's kind of a pain. As you can see here, I ended up cutting the clamp off to get it off and end up using a new clamp, and there's where both those bolts mount up to, and then both your O2 sensors for the old cat. Now we're going to go ahead and get everything swapped over onto the new pipe and get it installed back into the car. Now we got it all back installed and the sensors reconnected. It was fairly simple. I think it took us like 2 hours to put in. That bottom clamp was really giving me a pain because it was tack welded on there, and I had to figure out how to get that off with the limited space I have. So now we're going to throw everything back into the car and let's do a sound. Now the BMW 740 Xi now has a cold air intake, turbo inlet pipe, a downpipe, a resonator delete, and it sounds exactly the way I want it to. And we're going to throw a new tune on it tomorrow, so this should sound really, really good going down the road. Turn heads in the Grandpa Sleeper car. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.